So here's our finished piece of albumin. It's now been sensitized with silver and dry. You'll notice it's stiff again. And here is our digital negative that we're going to be printing. And because this is a contact printing process, we're going to be laying the negative image side down. So we're going to be laying that face down. And then I like the kind of torn edge to be at the bottom. And so what we'll do is just kind of center it within the sheet of paper. And then we're going to be placing it underneath the glass. And then once we have it in underneath the glass, there's a latch on this side, and that will kind of cinch it down as we pull this lever down. And then we'll just slide it inside. And with this particular UV box, just make sure that this button's pushed all the way down, and then just hit start. This box runs for 5 minutes, so just to be safe, because sometimes it forgets to turn off, I'm going to set my timer to 5 minutes as well. And we're going to be doing a total of 8 minutes for the exposing time. You can see there's some blue lights that are on here showing us that the ultraviolet light's going. And so we'll let that expose for the 8 minutes, and then we'll pull it out and see what we got. So my first cycle of 5 minutes is just about up. So just in case the UV box doesn't turn off, I'm just going to keep an eye on the timer, and I'll go ahead and hit stop if it doesn't stop itself. And then because I need another 3 minutes, I'll just hit start again and set it back to 3 minutes. Okay, we're coming to the end of the last 3 minutes, so I'm going to get ready to go ahead and turn it off. Okay, so there's my 8-minute exposure. I'm going to go ahead and open the drawer back up. Now, because albumin's a printing out process, we're going to be able to see the image right away. There's no latent image. So go ahead and pull that out. And then once we remove the negative, that will reveal our image. Okay, and so because this is going to take 8 minutes for the next exposure, what I'm going to do is go ahead and get the next exposure started right away. That way I don't have a lot of wasted time. So my first 5 minutes that I'm doing the actual developing will be the first 5 minutes of the exposure time. So I'll take my next negative, and again we're going to take this and we're going to lay it image side down. I'm going to go ahead and rotate that so I get the kind of torn edge at the bottom. And again, line up my image so that it's centered and place it face up inside of our printer. Okay. So I'll go ahead and slide that in. Because I took the time to get set up previously, all of my trays are already filled, so I already have water in there, and I'm ready to start developing right away. So I'll go ahead and hit start on the box, and then I'll start my wash. So here we are at the wash. I'm just going to slide the print face up so that I can see the image. And again, because we're working with silver, always wear protective gloves. And I'm just going to rock this back and forth. The first 2 water baths we're going to do for about 1 minute each, because a lot of the cloudy white kind of precipitant is going to quickly kind of remove and lift off of the print. So we want to do kind of a quick change there. So you can see this one's already starting to get fairly cloudy. So after about 1 minute, we'll go ahead and move it into the next bath. And do the second. While this one is washing, we're going to dump the first tray, and we're going to fill it back up with fresh water. So it's a good idea to go ahead and rinse it out and then start to fill it back up. Okay. So we'll give this about another minute or so, or another 30 seconds, and then we'll move it into the second, from the second bath into the third bath. And we'll just keep doing this for the first 5 minutes to make sure that we get all of the kind of cloudy white silver out of here. If it takes longer than 5 minutes, it's okay to wash it longer, but at least 5 minutes to remove all of the silver. Okay, so let's go ahead and move it into the third bath. And again, we'll dump the second bath and fill it back up. So for the third and the fourth, I usually leave them in here for about a minute and a half to give it that extra time to make it to the total of 5 minutes. The other option would be to dump it and do a fifth bath. So either way would be fine. Okay, so my wash is getting ready to finish up. You'll notice there's only just a tiny bit of the kind of white cloudy silver lifting off of there. So I'm going to go ahead and move this into our fixed bath. First, allow it to kind of drain off. And there's the fixed bath. Sorry about the jerky motion. And then I'll go ahead and slide it into the first fix. While that was washing, I did reset our timer for the other exposure, so it's about to finish up in just a minute, and I'm going to go set the timer to 5 minutes for the first fix. As it's in the fix, it's going to continue to lighten. The print will get lighter and lighter, and then some of that is going to come back as it dries down. So it's going to get lighter and lighter, mostly in the highlight.